Welcome back. We're joined over the phone by Dr. Amany Houla, a chairman of one of Egypt's NGOs. Good afternoon to you, ma'am.
Hi, good afternoon.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a bit about the government's efforts to try to contain price hikes with the holy month of Ramadan coming up? The various exhibitions like Ahlan Ramadan, is this helping the lower income brackets?
Actually, we have a challenge this year, especially with the war running on between Ukraine and Russia. So the normal reaction that we have a shortage of different goods, but as a great effort has been recognized by the government that we have a lot of amount of all the goods needed for the Ramadan occasion, and we have our own special behavior towards this holy month. So, and also the challenge is not only as quantity-wise, but also as a price-wise. We can recognize not less than 30% discount in comparison with the normal market everywhere else, in comparison with the campaign.
Yes.
These efforts actually are very appreciated, and I think it's a real effort. We can feel it everywhere.
Yeah. What about the role of NGOs in also easing burdens? Do you see that, or have you started new activities? And what about donations? Are donations getting, are they less now because people are finding things difficult generally, so they can't offer extra money or so forth?
Of course, we should confess that we have different circumstances in comparison with the economic crisis everywhere, not only in Egypt.
Yes.
And also we should understand that we have bad habits in comparison with other communities regarding food. We actually we use a consumption much than we should take,
yes.
Especially the waste of not only the storing big amounts, also cooking and using much more amounts than our needs. So we have a problem with the garbage and with the sewage of after Ramadan. So I hope we make more wise way of dealing with the product.
Yes, but I mean, what about NGOs? Are they receiving enough donations now with the price hikes, or are people less inclined to donate because they're also feeling the burden of price hikes?
Regarding the circumstances, of course, the donations are much less, and the way of dealing with the occasion is a little bit different than before. But I think it's I'm a very optimistic person, but I think it's a positive way to recognize that we should minimize the waste we are having in this month, and people should take care of the what they have, not feeling it's easy coming, so we can not respect them as we should.
Yes. Are there some sort of collaborations between the various NGOs that provide the necessary help to the local income brackets and the government? Do you collaborate with them, for instance, to provide different food commodities cheaper?
The government is making very good campaigns, so I think there are very good cooperation with many identities. But for our organization, actually, we are working hard in a different aspect. We are concentrating in making people productive, and even in Ramadan, we shouldn't deal with it as a month to be lazy and not to feel active to be productive. So we are dealing in a different way.
Okay. What about the role of Egyptians in trying to overcome this crisis? How do you see that we can handle the price hikes when it comes to moving forward?
We have to admit that everybody should be productive. It's time to change our mentality and our way of thinking, including the vocational work, including the women, dealing with women. All of the negative thoughts we used to suffer for decades must be changed now. Everybody should be productive. Everybody should have some skills to not only to be administrative or a manager of having administrative work. It's very negative culture. We suffered a lot from it for decades, and it's time to be changed.
How does كلنا واحد initiative support the Egyptian family today? Hello?
Hello?
I'm not sure if you can hear me. Are you there with me? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Sorry, I didn't get you. I didn't get your question.
Oh, yes.
The sound disappeared.
Yes, if you can give us a little bit of information about the initiative كلنا واحد that has been proposed by the president and the government to support the Egyptian family. How does this help at this stage?
Yeah, actually, it's a smart way to control the market, because people, unfortunately, some of the traders, unfortunately, are using the circumstances to raise the prices and make prices from no reason, just to gain more money. This initiative actually becomes like a balance when the product is available with a reasonable price, with nice price, so the others will get the lesson and they will stop rising the prices.
Okay, and moving forward, how can we, after past the month of Holy Ramadan, like you were saying that usually there is waste of food, but moving forward, these price hikes are going to continue regardless of the holy month. How can people handle the situation now? A lot of people have had to cut out, certain goods in their lives because it's just too expensive. How can people handle this in the future?
I hope people start to learn the lesson. We have to understand that the best way to improve your income by reducing your consumption. This is the first lesson we should learn, because for decades we used to receive products of cheap prices, but bad qualities, and unfair distribution of the dam. We suffered a lot from very misbehavior of dealing with our wealth, and it's time now to understand we should take care of our income, and we should deal with it in a wise way.
Okay, Dr. Amany Houla, the chairman of one of Egypt's NGOs, thank you so much for shedding some light on how Egyptians can handle the price hikes and the government efforts to try to control and curb these price hikes by providing different commodities at a cheaper and discounted price to the average Egyptian. But unfortunately, we're out of time for this episode of Cairo Local Time, but stay tuned for more on Nile TV.